Please welcome once again the Chairman of the Enactus United States National Advisory Board, the President of Walmart Central, Mike Moore.
Wow. What an afternoon, huh? What an afternoon. You know, what a great final round of competition, a final day here together at the National Exposition. On behalf of the entire Enactus United States National Advisory Board and to all the executives here with us, I'd like to say thank you, and to the students and to the faculty for all you do. Amazing jobs. For the countless hours that you dedicate to searching out opportunities within your community, creating amazing projects that address real issues and putting those projects into action. Your efforts have and will continue to make a significant difference in the lives of those that you've impacted. You can see that here today. To those executive members of Enactus, we thank you for your time that you've invested here and throughout the year on behalf of Enactus. For advocating within your companies for your personal support and for your commitment to our shared objective of creating a better, more sustainable world through entrepreneurial action. This one simple fact is true. The opportunity that exists within Enactus today is limited only by the actions we choose to take tomorrow. Within the Enactus network of 36 countries, the United States program is the oldest and the largest. And while we are strong in a thriving community, the opportunity is still so much greater. I am Enactus, we are Enactus. This is our community, and together we have the ability to make this organization all that it can be. When you return home tonight, share that excitement, that energy, the passion that we celebrated here. Invite them to join us here in this very worthy cause, and together we can accomplish even more. As we wind down our time here together at the National Exposition here in Cincinnati, let's take a long look at where we will be getting together next year. Thank you.
Join us next year in St. Louis, Missouri. Please welcome the Vice President of Human Relations for event sponsor Bimbo Bakeries, Jonathan Berger.
I have to start by echoing Mike's comments. Wow. 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 Congratulations, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Jonathan Berger, and I'm the Vice President of Human Relations for Bimbo Bakeries USA. It is a pleasure and an honor to be here with all of you at this year's National Exposition. I first attended and judged an Enactus event several years ago. I was immediately hooked by the high energy in the convention hall and the competition rooms. I was truly impressed by the capability of the participants. I cannot wait to come back, and you have not disappointed. Thank you for sharing your passions with me. As I said, I'm from Bimbo Bakeries USA, or BBU. You may not know us by our company name, but I hope over the last couple of days you've learned to say Bimbo. You do probably recognize our national brands: Sara Lee, Thomas, Entenmann's Orwheat, Arnold and Brownberry, Bimbo Sweet Baked Goods, and Marianella Snack Cakes. We also have beloved regional brands like Stroman and Heiner's and Mayer's. We are committed to serving our products in every city, town, and village in America, and are always striving to fulfill our mission to nourish, delight, and serve America every meal, every day. BBU is a proud part of Mexico-based Grupo Bimbo, a 68-year-old business and the largest baking company in the world. Throughout 19 countries, including the US, Grupo Bimbo operates 148 manufacturing facilities, serves customers and consumers daily through over 50,000 distribution routes, and collaborates with almost 130,000 associates. 25,000 of these associates work within BBU, where we have 68 bakeries across every region of the United States. Enactus has been a tremendous partner over the years, and I know much of it has to do with our shared beliefs. At Grupo Bimbo, we are committed to building a better business and a better tomorrow. Recently, we focused these efforts through our Sembrando Juntos campaign. Translated literally as sewing together, it inspires how we create our products and how we work. It's not one person's job or for a short period of time. It's a shared commitment nurtured for the long term by our associates, consumers, and partners. Through the 4 pillars of Sembrando Juntos, we are committed to making a difference in our environment by being greener every day, doing what's right to be sustainable and preserve our planet. We are committed to making a difference in the health and wellness of our consumers and associates, ensuring we provide products to help them achieve healthy lifestyles. We are committed to making a difference with our associates, providing a diverse and inclusive environment, and striving to create an extraordinary place to work. And we are committed to making a difference in our community, supporting the areas where we live and work through volunteerism and charitable donations. One way we activate Sembrando Juntos for our associates is through our cross-border program. In fact, we have several Enactus recruits who either have completed or are participating right now in our 6-month international assignment program. This is a unique opportunity to learn our business and become immersed in the culture of countries outside of the United States. Recently, our 95-year-old founder, Don Lorenzo Cerviche, who still comes to the office at least once each week, addressed our senior leadership team. He reminded us of our obligation to create a workplace that engages the whole person, inside and outside of work. For 68 years, our company has been creating a business and a legacy where associates can achieve their professional and personal goals through meaningful and value-added work. Our Sembrando Juntos campaign will guide our journey on this lifetime of work. At Grupo Bimbo and BBU, we put associates in the center of everything we do. For the past year, all of your Enactus projects have undoubtedly been at the center of everything you've done. Whether or not you realize it, you've developed personally and professionally, and the nature and impact of your ideas and work will fill voids in communities around the world. Thank you for all you have accomplished, and thanks again for the opportunity to be here and share this experience with you. And most importantly, again, congratulations to each of you on the competition, and good luck into the future.
The journey to make a difference in the world began with those who came before us. Their leadership, forward thinking, and inspiration prepared us to find our entrepreneurial spirit and take action. Throughout our history, Enactus has had the support of many inspirational leaders, and the cornerstones they laid have allowed the organization to become what it is today. One such leader inspired us all and drove us to new heights through his enthusiasm and spirit.
Jack Shoemaker lived his life with utmost passion and enthusiasm, and he brought this same spirit to his undying support of SIFE, which is now Enactus. Jack Shoemaker was born in Buffalo, Missouri in 1938. From simple beginnings, he learned the value of hard work and a strong family. Jack married his high school sweetheart, Melba Prosser, and together they built a life rich in love and laughter. In his professional life, Jack was a self-starter who always reached higher. Hired by Sam Walton as a district manager in 1970, Jack became president and COO of the company in 1978. He was the consummate merchant, pioneering the development of Walmart's everyday low pricing strategy to better serve customers and the adoption of barcode and satellite technology to improve performance. For 25 years, Jack brought his passion for business, his support of higher education, and a desire to give back. From an initial handshake and commitment to help, Jack served and shaped Enactus into the global organization it is today. As chairman of the board, he revitalized the organization at a time of critical need, and later, as a member of the board, inspired the organization to expand globally. In appreciation of his support, the Enactus campus is named the Jack Shoemaker Enactus World Headquarters. Jack's spirit lives on at Enactus today, where every challenge is met with his question, how high is up? The Jack Shoemaker Spirit of Enactus Award honors Jack's legacy by recognizing the U.S. team displaying the utmost passion and enthusiasm for furthering the mission and vision of their team and our organization as a whole.
Each year, one spirited team is honored with the Jack Shoemaker Spirit of Enactus Award. As they make their way to the stage, we congratulate the University of North Georgia. Let's take a look at their winning video.
As I sit here in my bed, there's an idea in my head. I have projects we should do. Let's meet up at the broom. We can work on getting started on the school's organic garden. Redefine our aquaponics, take it south to Belize. We were chasing chickens that were just a kicking to skate. Oh well. We rode with the chickens, but I'm pretty sure it was insane. Last Friday night, we were teaching us in schools. Yeah, the kids think we are cool. Collecting letters for the troops. Last Friday night, at the college pipeline, making kids get goals in mind so they can succeed in life. Last Friday night, at our local grocery store, Target, Asian, and Hispanics through a SWOT analysis. Last Friday night, yeah, I think we powered on. Always saying we will start.
On stage to present this year's Jack Shoemaker Spirit of Enactus Award is Jack's son, who is the manager of Jack's Ranch. Welcome, Dan Shoemaker. Earning the Jack Shoemaker Spirit of Enactus Award and $2,000. Congratulations to the team from University of North Georgia. Again, congratulations to the University of North Georgia, and thank you to Dan Shoemaker. The Robert W. Plaster Can't Never Could Award is presented to one Enactus team each year. Let's turn our attention to the screens to learn about this award and the very special friend for whom it is named.
Robert Plaster faced his share of adversity in life, but never let it keep him from pursuing his dreams. Robert Plaster grew up in Neosho, Missouri. He lost his father at a young age and began working at age 10 to help support the family. Life was hard, but Robert's mother inspired him to never give up. Don't tell me you can't, go try. Her expression, can't never could, served as the rallying cry for Robert's life and throughout his career. From these humble beginnings, Robert became an enterprising entrepreneur. In 1963, with $25,000 of his own money and loans from several financial institutions, Robert founded Empire Gas, which he proceeded to build into one of the nation's largest propane gas distributors. In a pioneering move rooted in the loss of his close friend and business partner to cancer, Empire Gas was the first New York Stock Exchange listed company to offer a smoke-free environment. In business and in life, Robert was a straight shooter who didn't know the meaning of the word can't. As a philanthropist, he generously bestowed his support on many institutions of higher education and was a long-standing benefactor of SIFE, which is now Enactus. Robert Plaster demonstrated the can-do spirit and tenacity that leads to success regardless of the cards you've been dealt. In appreciation of his support, Enactus headquarters bears the name Robert W. Plaster Free Enterprise Center. The Robert Plaster Can't Never Could Award recognizes the U.S. Enactus team, which best demonstrates this can-do spirit by succeeding in the face of adversity.
Let's find out more about this year's recipient.
Griffin is one of the most driven people I've ever met in my entire life.
He goes above and beyond with everything.
He has the most perseverance out of anybody I've ever met.
I think one of his greatest strengths is the fact that he calls no attention to the challenge that he experiences now, 24 hours a day.
I think he just wants to be the best person he can and wants to accomplish everything he can, and cited or not cited, that doesn't make a difference.
Not just lives, but like thrives and inspires everybody on the Enactus team to do better without his sight. It's incredible to me.
As he words it, it's his biggest strength. His disability is his biggest strength. Like, that's what inspires everybody on the team to do well too.
He became a project leader almost immediately his sophomore year, and he's done a lot for us.
Well, I admire his passion, his ability to lead a group.
He had such an impact on so many people this year.
So I think he deserves it for all that he's done and all that he's contributed to Enactus.
He always wants to help somebody else. It's never about him. It's always about, I want to help somebody else and do it the best way I can.
Coming to the stage to present the Robert W. Plaster Can't Never Could Award is Bob's son and the president and CEO of Evergreen Investments, Steve Plaster. Also making their way to the stage is the recipient of the Robert W. Plaster Can't Never Could Award, receiving a trophy and $2,000 from Susquehanna University, Griffin Pinkow.
Here, you hold this. Oh, they can hear me. Okay, good. I might not be able to see you, but you can hear me. I just wanted to thank, first of all, Mr. Kravitz, our advisor. I wouldn't be at SU without him. Just like to thank Enactus as a whole for giving me this award. And I mean, I know I earned it, but thank you as well. I want to thank my dad for being here as well. But the biggest people I want to thank is out there, the Enactus SU team, for being the biggest support I've had at SU. So thank you. Love you guys. Go Enactus.
Congratulations to Griffin Pinkow. Please welcome our next event host from the Schwann Food Company, their CEO, Dimitrios Smirnos.
On behalf of 15,000 people that work for the Schwann Food Company, I want to thank you for being here this week. But most importantly, I want to thank you for being involved with the Enactus organization. I joined the Schwann Food Company 6 months ago, so this is my first Enactus experience. I can tell you it's been memorable for 3 specific reasons. 1, what a great organization. 2, the future leaders of America are in good hands. And 3, on a personal note, thanks to a college with blue in their name, I had, and a lot of passion, I had my first experience of getting a group selfie. And unfortunately, that happened in front of my 15-year-old son. So he texted my 2 boys that are not here saying, hey, Dad's trying to be cool. No, I have to go home and tell him why I wasn't trying to be cool, just trying to be nice. But thank you, Nick. So it's been very inspiring. The future leaders have gathered here this week is just mind-blowing to me. In fact, the business savvy that I've experienced, as well as the commitment to making a difference across companies and communities, not only in the United States, but also throughout the world, has been very impressive. In the past 2 days, I have had an opportunity to meet Enactus students and faculty working to improve people's lives and the use of the power of the entrepreneurial spirit to create a better, more sustainable world. I've also been tremendously impressed with the passion and the energy from every team that was competing, regardless if they won or not. Your sense of purpose, the drive that you have, and what's compelled you to come here is what makes the Schwann Food Company committed to Enactus. The Schwann Food Company has been affiliated with Enactus for the last 15 years, and I can assure you, after my experience this week, well into the future. During that time, we've seen many of your colleagues join our company. Over 100 people from Enactus have joined the Schwann Food Company and are doing a great job within our organization. We have students that are working in research and development, in marketing, IS, sales, and also in key leadership positions impacting our business. They are doing extraordinary work. And I can say that after my experience here, you are learning things that are extremely important and relevant and beneficial to the future success of business. As you prepare to enter into the business world, Enactus is giving you an edge, because you already know that joining a company is substantially more than just getting a job. You know that business can give people their own personal mission, provide them with opportunities to learn and to grow, and to help them impact others' lives. Furthermore, you know that successful businesses can build strong communities by helping their people and economies thrive in those communities. We saw many examples of those today. Your involvement with Enactus makes all this possible for our future. At the Schwann Food Company, our goal is to be an organization that creates advocates for our products, advocates for our services, advocates for our brands, and advocates for the company as a whole. We will accomplish this by recruiting the best talent, the best leaders, people like you that will make a positive impact on our consumers, our customers, and employees throughout our company. As members of Enactus, You believe in the power of free enterprise to create advocates for great things because business can do that for the world. For this, I'm very grateful to you. I can tell you that you have made me an advocate of Enactus and of all of you. I can assure you that I will advocate for this organization and all of you as I meet future leaders in my business interactions. Thank you for introducing me to Enactus, and I wish you nothing but success, not only this week, but well into the future. Thank you.
And now, please welcome the President and CEO of Enactus Worldwide, Alvin Roars.
So good afternoon. Wow, that was quiet. Good afternoon. So one of the jobs I have as the President and CEO of Enactus Worldwide is correction of errors, and we're going to make one real quickly. There was a change in the Can't Never Could Award this year that didn't make it into the script or the video you just watched a little bit ago. So it is not, this year was changed not to be a team award, but to be an individual award. It was not $2,000, but a $5,000 scholarship, and it was for that individual that showed courage and perseverance to overcome challenges, to succeed in their life, and to help their Enactus team. So we didn't get the video right, but we got the winner right. So congratulations again, Griffin. So I must say that I'm very happy that Hershey's is our presenting sponsor this year for lots of reasons, but mostly because I like their product a lot. So Hershey's, thank you again very much. Now I've got to have some water. So, as the Enactus Worldwide CEO, I'd like to say this is the first of 36 national competitions that lead to Beijing. So congratulations to all of you for being part of what is the largest U.S. event that's ever been held for Enactus. All of you and each of you are invited to the World Cup. Not only the winning team, but all of you students and Sam Walton Fellows who want to be there should consider going there. You need to understand China if you have any interest in being involved in business in the rest of your life. You need to meet students from 35 other countries who could become your business partners for the rest of your life. And there's even a story floating around about a student from Europe who met a girl in Shanghai at Cancun, and there are potentially wedding bells in their future. So you never know. So I'm going to break protocol a little bit because I'm the CEO and I can do that. So I'm going to ask every Sam Walton Fellow in the room, if you would make your way forward, I'd like you to come on stage. And while you're coming, I'd like to tell a story. So Sam Walton Fellows, make your way to the stage. So while they're coming, let me share a story with you. So one of the greatest privileges I have in my job and in my career for over 30 years now is meeting some incredibly successful people. Entrepreneurs, business leaders, political leaders, a lot of incredibly successful people. And one of those of whom I am the most proud to say was a friend of mine is a guy named Sam Walton. So I'm going to tell you one Sam Walton story. It's Mr. Walton, and I always called him Mr. Walton. I could never call him Sam or Mr. Sam. He's the founder of Walmart. We were at an event years ago when he was there at our request to receive an award for being the Entrepreneur of the Year at an academic conference. And after he received his award, the speakers and the program went on, and Mr. Walton was a gentleman of short patience. So he asked me, he said, is it okay if I leave? And I said, you know, Mr. Walton, you happen to be the richest man in the world. If you want to leave, go ahead and leave. You know, your trophy's in your hand. And he only accepted the trophy. He said, if I can do it on behalf of all of my associates. So I went with Mr. Walton. We walked to the front door, and he says, you know, can you get me a car to the airport? So I get with the hotel that we're in, and they bring around a car to take him to the airport. He was a pilot. He was going to fly himself home. So we got there, and they pull up in this big, giant stretch limousine, ready to take Mr. Walton to the airport. And Mr. Walton looked at me and said, Alvin, I don't like to ride in limousines. I really don't want to take this to the airport. So I thought for a minute, and I said, well, here's the keys to my rental car. It's right over there. You take it and leave it there. I'll find a way to go get it later. He said, you know, I've got a better idea. He leaves me and he walks into the lobby of the hotel. In addition to the academic conference, we also were doing a SIFE activity, a SIFE program there. He walks out of the lobby with about 20 Enactus students, gets in the limousine, and when he walked into the hotel room, he asked all of them, he said, how many of you want to go to the airport with me? So they all wanted to ride in the limousine with him. So they all get in the limousine with him. And I, to this day, have this wonderful memory of Mr. Walton standing through the roof. You know, they opened the moon roof with students jammed all around him, driving him to the airport. And that was one solution he had. And he said, I love these students. I want to spend all the time with them that I can. So that gives you an indication of his commitment to this organization and what he thought. So Saturday is April the 5th. It happens to be, if I've counted right, it's the 21st anniversary of Mr. Walton passing away. It's a day I always remember. At the time of that occurrence, a few days later, I was at an Enactus, then SIFE regional competition, and I got a call from Mr. Walton's assistant on behalf of the CEO now, David Glass, who was the CEO then. And he said, we would like you to come to Mr. Walton's funeral. It was a great honor. I said, I got a problem. I'm the only staff person at this regional. And if I leave, we have to cancel the competition. That's how long ago it was and how little staff we had. So I get a call a few minutes later from Mr. Glass. And he says, Alvin, choice is pretty easy, isn't it? You know what Sam would say. Do the competition. Put the students first. And I did. Now, for me, that was an epiphany moment because I realized at that moment in my career and in my work that this organization could never survive or succeed if it hinged on one guy being in one place at one time, and if that person didn't show up, it all fell apart. And that's when we began the process of building a great organization. It was a few weeks later, I got a call from Mr. Walton's oldest son, Rob. And he said, Alvin, he says, you know how much Dad loved this organization, how honored he was that the faculty are named Walmart Fellows. He said, we would like to honor them and you by changing the name of that to the Sam Walton Fellows. And I said, Rob, that would be an incredible honor. And that's an honor that the people on this stage have held very wisely. So students, when you look at your projects, you look at seeing possibilities, taking action, and enabling progress. Have you ever stopped and thought about another thing that happens? Because that's exactly what the people on this stage do with you. They see in you the possibilities that you don't even see. They take action by inviting you to this organization, opening their offices, their classrooms, their homes, and even more importantly, their hearts. They mentor you, they guide you, and yes, they discipline you when you need it. because they're taking action. The result of that, for me, is to see how they enable progress. We see young leaders like Griffin, who have obvious physical challenges. I know the stories of some of you in the room, and know that some of you students have lived parts of your life in homeless shelters. You've had abusive parents. You've had challenges with addictions you've overcome. Because these people saw possibilities in your life, took action, and enabled the progress in your life. So for all of the Sam Walton Fellows who see that in you and who bring that out in you, I would like to say thank you to you for honoring the name of Sam Walton the way you do. And thank you for carrying that title with such honor and pride. Students, let them know how much we appreciate everything they do. Thank you all for coming to stage. So as they get back to you, students, I want to share just one more thought as we go forward. When I know the stories of how many of your lives and what you've overcome, and I know the stories of the Bob Plasters and others, the thing I encourage all of you students to do what your faculty have done. Seriously look at yourself. Go find a mirror. Look in that mirror and ask yourself if you truly have seen all the possibility there is in your life. Then take action and enable progress in your life. In life, you will find out you have really one of two choices. You can see yourself as a victim, or you can see yourself as a victor, someone who will overcome challenges and win. I see a room full of victors. So as you go through your life, I encourage you not to let anybody or anything make you become a victim. Not other people's attitudes, not other people's opinions, not the calendar, not the clock, not the weather, not the challenges that life will throw at you, and life will throw at you lots of challenges. We always say that all of you students are winners, and this year I thought about that, and I always agree to that, and I really thought about how many of you have worked so hard to be here and have overcome so many things. So my last request of all of you, when you're done here today, go look in a mirror, make the commitment. I will live a life of victory. I will be a victor. I will never be a victim. Thank you.
In a few minutes, we will name the Enactus United States National Champion Team. This team will join the other 36 national champion Enactus teams from around the world at the 2014 Enactus World Cup in Beijing, China, October 22nd through the 24th. I encourage all of you to attend this unique event and help us celebrate all that is being achieved through Enactus around the world. 1,650 university teams, 36 national competitions, one global champion. All roads lead to Enactus World Cup. Please welcome our presenting sponsor from the Hershey Company, their President of North America, Michelle Buck.
Wow, what a great video, and how exciting would it be to have the opportunity to be over there in Beijing? Well, soon we'll know which of you will have that opportunity. Before I start, I just can't help but say how very moved I was by Alvin's words. So inspired, and I just look at awe with the commitment and passion and dedication that he has for this organization and for all of you. And I can't help but think how that impacts all of you. So let's big hand for him. So I just want to say thank you to all the students, the faculty, the executives, everyone who has given their time and their energy to make this year's U.S. National Expo such a huge success. Without all of you, these last 3 fantastic days would not have been possible. It's been a real honor for all of us at the Hershey Company to serve as the presenting sponsor of the U.S. National Exposition this year. At Hershey, we believe in the incredible work of Enactus to develop the next generation of thoughtful, sustainability-minded leaders, and we salute those efforts. It is so important that we inspire all of you, the next generation of business leaders, to respond to the world's social, economic, and environmental challenges and use business as a positive force, as we know it can be, to create a more sustainable future. Enactus has become a terrific training ground for future business leaders who embrace socially responsible entrepreneurship. And we've seen inspiring examples this week of the power of that entrepreneurial action to improve the quality of life and the standard of living for people in need. And having just sat through this round of final presentations, I have to say I continue to be wowed by the business knowledge and experience of all of you students, and so touched by the compassion that you have for others on this planet. It's truly incredible, and you all should be very proud. Everyone who attended the Expo should be incredibly proud of what has been accomplished together. As part of the largest Enactus gathering in the United States, you've had a rare opportunity to learn, to build your leadership skills, and to showcase how all of you are transforming lives through entrepreneurism. You've also had the opportunity to benefit from the knowledge and experience of seasoned business leaders and academic visionaries for a truly unique, cross-generational leadership experience, and sometimes those are some of the best. I have been personally so inspired by how you have all tapped into that entrepreneurial spirit and channeled your talents, your passion, and your great ideas to create true good for this world. I hope this experience has not only transformed your lives, but also has helped you to develop the kind of perspectives that are essential for our future leaders in our increasingly complicated and challenging world. What's most important is that your work ultimately will lead to programs that improve people's lives, and for that, you should all take great pride. So thank you again to all the executives who dedicated their time to help mentor and evaluate the projects this week, to the faculty who are tireless leaders and advocates on the campuses, and for the students in the room today. And thank you to all those who could not be with us today, but who have invested countless hours behind the scenes this year, working to help make Enactus create a better, more sustainable world. Hershey is proud to join with the other corporate partners who support Enactus, and I personally am proud to be a member of Enactus. Congratulations to everyone, and thank you for allowing us to be part of this incredible experience. Thank you very much.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you built a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. Hey, the only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the morning comes, you'll say, I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. Oh, I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until my moment comes, I'll say I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. I swear I lived. Every broken bone. I swear I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. I swear I lived.
In just a few moments, we will find out the results from today's final round of competition. Sponsoring the final round of competition, we thank Rich Products. Please welcome their Senior Vice President of Customer Experience, Ted Rich.
Thank you very much. It's truly an honor to be here with all of you tonight with such bright and motivated minds. It is absolutely not only inspirational, but it really provides the partner organizations like Rich Products with hope for the future for our business community in the United States of America. So thank you very much for that. Thank you. So students, you know you inspire us. Perhaps maybe there's a few things that you don't know that you do for us. One of the best parts of coming to these events is I get to see some of the other participating partners like us. And in the wee hours of the night, we regale ourselves with the stories that you provide us. And every time, the list of the things that we say that we could never do at your age continues to grow. Perhaps it's those self-loathing moments that I appreciate most about coming to the Enactus events. I would also like to add to that list, for those who I've shared this conversation with, that presenting in front of roughly 3,000 people, as effortlessly as you all have done, is now added to my list of things that we could never do at your age. I would also say seeing some of the dancing would also be added to my list on that one. Thank you. No, very good, very good. I want to take a few moments just to talk about why Rich Products and Enactus have had such a great partnership over the years. I've actually prepared a 40-page PowerPoint deck to take you through, but thank you again, I appreciate that, but Alvin has given me 2 minutes, so I'm going to try to respect that. I want to tell you briefly a quick story, as you've all regaled us with many stories tonight. 70 years ago, our founder, my grandfather, started our business. He was a small-town guy from Buffalo, New York. I appreciate that, by the way. Good to see y'all, although I can't actually see y'all. One product that the world had never seen, and he had a dream to take our business around the world. Now, for those of you who had met the chairman, you would never challenge this guy. Nobody was going to get in the way of a guy from Buffalo making his dream happen. And over the years, with all of our associates, we've been able to make that dream a reality, operating in over 112 countries with 9,200 fantastic associates worldwide. And he is, in fact, one of the most important innovators and entrepreneurs in my world, and I know many of the people in our organization. It's really this celebration of the entrepreneurial spirit that brings Rich Products and other partner organizations to Enactus. You see, we can go onto college campuses. We can take the traditional routes to try to find talent. But Enactus does something different. It brings to us a motivated, passionate student, somebody that has the skills but has the motivation to make things happen. That is why Rich Products is involved, and that's why these great member organizations support you every day. So thank you to them. Over the last few days, we've heard many stories. And for me, it's really all about the stories. I come here for the stories. And for sure, you all inspire us with the stories that you tell. But how about the stories from some of the partner organizations? I've heard some amazing things from those who are attending here from their companies, about their humble beginnings, about the opportunities they've taken over their careers, and ultimately how they've grown into the fine, accomplished people that they are today. Stories all around us. They are truly inspiring from all different angles. In closing, and I know Alvin's going to be happy to hear me say closing, by the way, I want to just send 2 messages out. One to the partner companies and perhaps those new companies that are joining Enactus for the first time to see what it's all about. I would have you really think deeply about the impact that these teams make. You may not have done the things that they're doing at their age, but you're involved in it and you're a part of it. And you're helping to create the stories, not just in the US, but around the world. And please, keep doing that. The teams need it. And finally, to the students, those who inspire us and bring us hope. You started adding some very exciting chapters to your story. And the big question that I would have you ask yourselves, what will the story be like by the time you're done? I can tell you that Rich Products and many other great companies here today are looking forward to hearing the answer to that. Thank you again for your commitment, and good luck.
Here to officially certify the results from KPMG LLP, the official scorer of the Enactus U.S. National Exposition, welcome partner David Armour.
Well, I know we're all anxious to find out what the judges decided and learn which team is advancing on to represent the United States at the Enactus World Cup 2014. In addition to our role as the official scorer for the U.S. National Exposition, KPMG is proud to serve as the presenting sponsor of the World Cup. And we want to encourage all of you to join us in China in this year's event. You know, it's hard sometimes when we get caught up in our daily work at our local offices or for students and academic leaders on your campuses to remember that we're a part of something larger. For KPMG, partners and employees, it's remembering that we're part of a company that serves clients in 156 countries. And for all of us who are part of Enactus, it's remembering that we're part of a global organization. And the World Cup is where we come together. It is truly an incredible experience to be surrounded at one event by students, academic, business, and government leaders from more than 36 countries, all of whom share the belief that through entrepreneurial action we can change and that we are changing the world. And I'm proud to be a member of Enactus, and we are all honored to represent, or I'm honored to represent more than 152,000 KPMG partners and employees worldwide who stand behind what this organization is accomplishing. In our role today as the official scorer, KPMG representatives collected, tallied, and verified the results of the final round of the competition, and these have been presented to the announcer. Thank you all for what you've done. Congratulations to all the teams who participated in this event, and we hope to see you all in China for the Enactus World Cup 2014.
And now for the announcement of the 2014 Enactus U.S. National Championship Awards. From the Final Round League, we invite back to the stage the teams from Roberts Wesleyan College, Belmont University, Texas State University San Marcos, and Heritage University. Assisting with the presentation of awards is the chairman of the Enactus United States National Advisory Board, Mike Moore, and from our presenting sponsor, the Hershey Company, their president of North America, Michelle Buck. Stepping forward in fourth place is the team from Belmont University. Congratulations to the third place team from Heritage University. And now for the announcement of the final two teams. Along with their award and prize money, the team named as the Enactus U.S. National Champion will be invited to represent the United States at Enactus World Cup 2014 in Beijing, China. In second place is the team from Roberts Wesleyan College. Congratulations to the 2014 Enactus U.S. National Champion and recipient of the traveling trophy, the team from Texas State University, San Marcos. Congratulations to all the teams participating in the 2014 Enactus United States National Exposition. We hope you'll continue to enjoy our host city tonight through the special experience Cincinnati offerings detailed on the event mobile app. Have a safe trip home.